With Cameron Neal at sunny Kingston Park. Cam, we've had a long pre-season, but it's leading into the first game this weekend at your former home of Sale Sharks. How have you found your time so far in the True North?
Love my time in the True North. If you were here today, you'd see behind the camera how sunny it is. But even when it's raining, it's a happy place to be. Folk are lovely in Newcastle, and I'm just loving the city so far.
So in terms of pre-season, you've sort of been around a few clubs. Are pre-seasons generally pretty similar everywhere you go, or is there anything sort of unique to Newcastle?
I think Newcastle has focused a lot more on its team building, and there's plenty of hard work, and that's the staple of any rugby club really. It's a pre-season programme, but yeah, I'd say we've bonded very well as a team during this pre-season, and everyone's got to know each other really well.
We've got our first game this weekend, so that'll get put to the test. Opposition that you're very familiar with, your former club at Sale Sharks. What can we expect from that game?
Sale are two games in, I think, now to their pre-season. This will be our first, so I imagine we'll be coming in trying to put our best foot forward before the Prem season starts, and they'll be trying to correct a result that they got last week. Obviously a great side with fantastic players all throughout the team, so I expect a highly competitive fixture. And
it's at Hayward Road, bit of an old school venue. I imagine you've probably sort of trained and played there a few times. What can the lads expect?
I actually used to live 3 doors down from Hayward Road in Sale, so very local to Hayward Road. It's a good local stadium, and there'll be a good community support down there. Anything
extra on it personally for you, being a former Sale boy? Has the F1 been pinging hot this week?
No, not yet. They were off yesterday, so I think they were recovering from their trip to Connacht. I believe they had a great night out in Galway, so hopefully they've got a few sore heads and the hangover lasts into the weekend. But no, looking forward to seeing everyone, and hopefully it's a good game.
Yeah, as we mentioned when you first signed for the Falcons, you've been at a few clubs where Steve Diamond's been, sort of Sale, Worcester, Edinburgh as well. What is it about Dimes that you or how does he get the best out of you? What's kind of attracted you to this move?
I think he gives you a licence to be exactly who you want to be. He's quite laid back as long as you turn up and do the business on the pitch. And I don't know, we just seem to, some people you get on with, some people you don't, and we seem to get on. Maybe we're both a bit old school in terms of our views, but I think old school is good school at the same time, quite a lot of the time, so I think we share that.
Can you tell us what's in those blackmail photos, because it must be good for contracts?
I don't know.
So in terms of this season, I mean, after what happened sort of last year with Newcastle, I guess people on the outside are probably writing us off a little bit. What's the feeling within the camp, and do you just sort of switch off a bit to all that external kind of
yeah, I mean, just joined Newcastle, and I think they're rebuilding a whole new thing here. I think good players have been signed. Not bigging myself up, but I think there's other good players that have been signed as well. And Dicko's coming on the coaching staff, and Dimes has taken over the top, and we've got a direction, and we've set ourselves goals for the season and where we want to get to. I don't think we're going to win the Premiership, but as long as we can be a highly competitive side and push for those European spots, then that's the direction we're going in this season, and that's what we want to achieve.